Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, we're starting off with Euro USD. Now what I do want to highlight here is, we've been sort of ranging about for quite some time. We've been sort of stuck in this this range here. You can see how we were stuck, broke below, basically the range target was hit range, broke below, failed breakout, back into it. What that has formed is a inverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. So that is a consolidation pattern. We know it's been consolidating, but I think what we do have at the moment is a pretty clear indication of what we need to do. So what I'm going to do is just drop down to the hour at the moment. So first things first, we had this bit of structure yesterday, sort of broke to the downside above the moving averages. Buyer stepped in inside bar, fairly decent opportunity worth buying, and then it was long up into this area here of 121,653. So at the moment, what I would be suggesting is we're looking for a break of this level. Let me just give me one sec here. There we go. So that's the, I think what we must do is just move that a little bit up. Okay, so that is our inverse head and shoulders target. So what I'm looking for is a break above. I'm looking to break above this area of 121,698, break, retest, and then a continuation to the upside. If you look at the oscillators at the moment, it is indicating potential range top. So the other option that you'd be looking for is some kind of a pullback onto structure, and the only bit of structure that you do have is around here at 121,428. I'd look at this also sort of on the 15-minute. Pay attention to the 15-minute chart, because that's going to give you a fairly good indication of where everything is. And you can see there's another little bit of structure right here at 121,543. So pull back onto that area, looking to buy, break above this area where we are, and a retest, looking to go long. London breakout strategy probably would be a good call for an indication of a breakout to the upside. So draw the range of the first 7 bars, break above, retest on a low time frame, take the long. Your stop is below the low of the day. Okay, so that's looking fairly interesting for a long. And then when we look at US dollar Japanese yen, we've been trending up, pull back on structure, up, came back to test structure, and then we've got this massive engulfing bar that formed yesterday, and now we're pretty much going sideways around the gap here. No real structure on the 8 hour that you can see, but if you look at the 1 hour, I think we have a confirmation of a potential trend change. In other words, we've broken below the moving averages. Moving averages have all crossed over now. All 3 of them have crossed over. Next thing I'm looking for is a retest of the 155 EMA, and that in the most logical zone would be somewhere in that area there. So you can see what happens here. Look left, you can see there is some structure. Here is some structure as well. Look where the 155 EMA is over here. So a fairly decent pullback onto 105,238, or even deeper to 105,400 will get me long. Sorry, get me short. Well, you would want to go long when you're below the moving averages. Anyway, so that structure is forming, and I think if I just drop to the 4 hour, we'll go up to the 4 hour, and you'll see a little bit more of that structure. It'll be pretty clear as well. Obviously I haven't opened up the chart this morning yet, so I have to wait for it. Okay, so just moving to the 4 hour, you'll see we have broken below this area here. We've closed below it, and that area is obviously 105,238, which is a double top. So there's a micro double top up there, and then there's a bigger double top. There's a first thing, there's a second top, and that's a break below. So your target here is obviously fairly large, is down there, and I would actually just target this area here, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a much bigger double top. top, second top, lower top. Okay, if you look at that on the 8 hour, you'll see that's also fairly clear there, and that is a low. Okay, so I know on the 8 hour it does look like we have a trend reversal to the upside, so we were trending down and now it's looking like a retest of the 66 EMA at the moment, but moving down on the 8 hour, sorry, onto the 1 hour, there's some pretty clear structure here. Right, so that's a fairly long-winded approach here, looking for a pullback into 105.238 or 105.423. British pound, Japanese yen, trend is very much to the upside. We have been going sideways most of this week so far, and I think what we need to do is obviously get down to a lower time frame quickly, and you'll see here trending sideways onto some structure. As I said yesterday, we're looking for a visit of 147.737. It's way too many sevens there this early in the morning, but that's what we're looking for. We did get a bounce off it yesterday, a bit late in the trading day for me, but we've had another one here, so I would be wanting to watch this area here. What we also have at the moment is a break of a trend line, so we're looking for some kind of a pullback into this area. 15-minute may well be worth watching today, and again, more than likely another one for the London breakout strategy. So you can see how the buyer stepped in here, a little bit below the level, but they stepped in. So that level hasn't really been tested properly. Even this morning it was sort of a close below it, so I'm looking for some decent structure. So it's either a pullback onto 147.737 or on the 15-minute watching a pullback onto this area here of 147.800, and that's going to be a retest of the moving averages as well. So this to me is setting up for a very decent continuation to the upside right now. Aussie dollar, US dollar, another dollar pair does look a little bit tired with all these sellers coming in at the top here, but I think what we need to do is just move across to the left and you'll see the reason for that. Okay, lots of interaction here, and I think that's pretty much a level that you would expect to bounce off. So that's 079,366. So if we come back to the top here, you'll see that's exactly where we're bouncing off at the moment. You can see there consolidation as well, so I would expect some profit taking here, but looking at the rest of the picture, and this is the bigger picture here, shoulder, head, shoulder. So what we're looking for here is, where is that measured move? That measured move is still up. That measured move goes all the way up there. That is 0.8271. So let's just come down to some logical decision making methods here. Trend is up at the moment on the hour. We have had a bounce off the zone yesterday as expected, and it has trended up. Now what we're looking for is more structure. So what I'm going to do is take this level here, and we're going to do that, take this as well, and do that. So I'm looking exactly where we are now. I'm looking for a consolidation and then a move the upside. So what may happen is we may have to wait for a break and retest of 0.79366. In other words, we're going to go sideways, break up, come down, retest, and then we are targeting 0.8271. So that is trending up at the moment. You're looking for opportunities to buy into this. Hopefully we get some sort of structure like we had yesterday over here. Euro British pound. So this trend is still very much the downside. We have been sort of going sideways to down at the moment. Pretty much most of towards the close of last week and most of this week so far. My opinion is that it is just a consolidation. There you see fairly clear going sideways, and yesterday we did come back into the area that we were looking for, which was 0.86522 and 0.86613. Came back, tested that area. We have formed a double top there. Here is the neckline of that double top, is right over there. So that is our range. You see fairly clear range. So your opportunity here is pretty much where we are now, with a stop above this the top of the range here, or alternatively wait for a break and a retest down here of 0.86382 and look for the move to the downside. Oscillator starting to cross far apart. This is definitely setting up for something which we need to be paying attention to. Again, coming to the 15-minute, you can see a bit volatile yesterday, but that's why your levels are so important. You can see the levels are there, and if you've got your levels drawn in correctly, you can be fairly confident with what's going on. At the moment, nothing really, but that's pretty much what I'll be waiting for. I'm waiting for a continuation to the downside. So either range about like this for the rest of the morning until the open, and then maybe an acceleration up, retest the level and down, or alternatively a break and retest to the downside. But I think short is the order of the day there. British pound, New Zealand dollar. So we had this pretty big move down last week, okay, going at the close of last week. Then we went sideways here round about 191, 191.850, and we were sideways for basically 2, 3, 4 bars. But have a look at the structure here. It's a rounding bottom. So if we come to the hour, you'll see big move down, low, lower low, double bottom, higher, and now we are above the double bottom. That's double bottom structure there. So that means we're looking for a move to the upside at the moment, and first target is going to be over here. I wouldn't really go for that. I'd be looking at those swing lows over there. That's the level you're looking for right there, 192.642. So it does, I think this one's just a little bit wary because there are a few setups at the moment. So that's the one, which is a double bottom to the upside, but it could also be a retest of the moving averages. Have a look at the oscillators starting to group to the upside, which is also giving you a warning. But you know, there's enough juice in this to get us back into this area here. That area is also a Fibonacci level. You can see there's your 50% Fibonacci right up here. So that would be basically a retracement of the strong move to the downside. So 50-50 call for me of whether we're going to continue up or continue on this trend to the downside. So at the moment, the way I would treat this is it is busy with a retracement. It's a double bottom. Look for the double bottom targets. So first target is 192.642, and then the second one is 192.864. And then I would sit back and see what's going to happen on price action. If it starts rejecting those levels, then I would expect a second move to the downside equal to this move here. And this move was strong. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me this morning on Forex. Hope it helps you somewhat, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.